Pothole Blitz kicked off road damage cleanup from this winter's storms. A Kroger employee was recognized by the city for his generosity, and a new Popeyes opened in Springhurst. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. During his weekly press update, Mayor Greenberg kicked off a citywide pothole blitz to fix the road damage done by this winter's storms.
We had a rough winter and now we have rough roads, but I assure you that they are going to get it taken care of.
It is time for the 2025 Pothole Blitz that we are launching today. We've been working already for a few weeks, and now we are out in full force with our pothole team.
And it's very dangerous out here on these roads. People forget that when they pop around the curve at 60 miles an hour, these guys are out in the middle of the road filling these potholes so they can safely get home to their family and their kids. Always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you know what's up ahead. When you see those lights, they're not there just for display. Let these guys go home. These things are highly visible to the length of a football field. Please use caution with these guys and let them do their job.
The application window is now open for Louisville's 3 Bezos Academy locations.
1, 2, 3.
We're very fortunate that the Bezos Academy has made Louisville one of the cities in which they are investing. They're investing by having free, high-quality, year-round early childhood learning centers inspired by Montessori education approaches that are going to be in our community. They have opened for applications for 3- and 4-year-old kids. There are 3 of them located in the Russell neighborhood, in the Fairdale neighborhood, and the Okolona neighborhood. It is a lottery system. There are certain criteria, so you can apply between now and May. And if you go online to the bezosacademy.org, all of the information about the eligibility requirements as well as how to register for this lottery application system are online.
25th District Councilman Khalil Batshawn presented the SERVE Award, which stands for South End Resident Valued for Excellence, to a Kroger employee who helped a fellow Louisvillian in need.
I know you can shop anywhere. I'm kind of glad you come to Kroger because I need this gig.
People who frequent the Valley Station Kroger.
Hi, ma'am. Can I help you with anything?
Know one of the sweetest cashiers ever.
You got it, pal. You did all the work. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay.
He always makes sure to say a kind word to everyone he runs across.
Thank you, ma'am. And go Cards, okay?
Thank you, yes.
Okay.
You didn't have a clue, did you?
Not
That's
a clue.
awesome.
I tell you.
One of the most kind, compassionate, and friendly employees there.
Whereas in late 2024, Mr. Carews quietly and without seeking recognition paid for a customer's groceries when they were unable to afford them, embodying the spirit of generosity and goodwill that strengthens our community.
Well, that's wonderful.
We're going to try to pick somebody out every month, and Mark set the standard high.
Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you, Missy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. I'll have great customers. Thank you so much.
When you have great, kind people like that, it creates opportunity for people to follow in that footsteps.
Mr. Mark, I just want to say thank you. The world could use so many more Mr. Marks, but you are an exceptional gentleman.
For his excellence, his unwavering support for the community, and his just graciousness to the people that come in and out of this store. We're just extremely honored to have someone like Mark in our community, working in our stores and our shops in District 25. We're the greatest district in the city of Louisville for great people like Mark.
You the man, you the man.
After 29 years, I've worked with a great bunch of people. I got a great boss, and all my coworkers are great. Couldn't ask for a better job. I almost feel guilty getting the paycheck. Almost. Thank you, ma'am. Have a wonderful day, okay? My mom and dad always raised me to treat people the way you want to be treated.
We look forward to seeing the next person and serving them with this SERVE Award and just embodying the kindness and culture that we want in District 25.
Nice to see you, okay?
Mayor Greenberg helped cut the ribbon on the newest Popeyes restaurant in Louisville.
We have new Popeyes restaurants that are opening all across the city. For those of you who are wondering, it was originally named Chicken on the Run, and then its restaurant's founders renamed it Popeyes after the French Connection character of Popeye Doyle, who was played by the late Gene Hackman, who we just lost.
I really want to thank all of you for taking time to come out and make this day special for us, especially with Mr. Mayor, Councilman. We are very, very happy to be part of this community, and we're looking forward to a lot of collaborative moments with the city.
We envision a bright future here. And over the past couple of years, we have witnessed remarkable growth and development driven by the city's forward-thinking officials.
1, 2, 3.
Central High School held a 10th induction ceremony for their Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame Awards, adding 6 new members to a list that includes Muhammad Ali, Leonard Lyles, Woodford R. Porter, and Albert Mazik.
On February 23rd, 2025, we had the 10th induction of the Distinguished Hall of Fame alumni. Those people who had made some contribution to society or to the communities in which they live in a particular vocation. Now, the vocations could have been many various things. Could have been medical field, could be education, could be philanthropy, it could be law and government. But in areas other than athletics. This year, we've honored Dr. Rita Greer. She was a longtime administrator with the Jefferson County Board of Education. She also worked over teachers' education at Spalding College. We also have Dr. Bonnie Nelson Marshall, who was a longtime administrator with the board, but she also worked at Spalding and U of L. And then we have Judge Jessica Green, was an alderman at one time. She worked as an attorney, and then now she is a judge. And then we have E. Porter Hatcher, who owned his insurance company. He was on Metro government for years, and he was in the Senate for 11 years, and he was in Metro government for, I think, 5 sessions. Then we have another deceased member is Charles Richard Snow. Snow worked with the Office of Civil Rights for the U.S. Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, investigating civil rights issues. Oh, we have one other member. That was Dr. Robert L. Douglas, who was a doctor and instructor at U of L for many, many years.
So Central High School's school vision to develop leaders of positive social change ties into this Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame event and purpose, because we want our students to see that we produce graduates who are doing more than just being ordinary students.
Metro TV had a chance to see the progress being made at the Jefferson Rising Project in downtown Louisville.
We're here today to celebrate this big step for our Jefferson Rising project. This is a science building. It's going to be used for all science instruction for the college. This is the promise of a brighter future for our students and our community. The promise of a reimagined and revitalized corner of downtown, as well as the promise of world-class facilities.
I love mud, I love cranes, I love construction, particularly when it's downtown and particularly when it's focused on education. What's going on here at Jefferson truly is rising. The Center for Science and Discovery, it's a great name, which really says it all. That is showing how our city is focused on the future. And this Center for Science and Discovery will make Jefferson and the entire LUMED campus even more dynamic as more healthcare and STEM learners and innovators come together right here, sharing ideas, innovative, learning, figuring out the future together. There we go.
Mayor Greenberg stopped by Metro 311 and went to work answering some calls.
Hey, I'm here at Metro 311 answering calls from members of the community, providing answers and solutions to make sure Louisville Metro government's working for everybody. Hi, this is Metro 311. This is Mayor Craig Greenberg. How can we help you? Metro 311, this is Mayor Greenberg. This is Mayor Greenberg. How can I help you? How can we help you? Yes, that's me. How are you? I'm here working with my friends at Metro 311 today. How can we help you? Oh, hey, how are you? What is it? It looks like the last time somebody was there was February 25th. Is this for yourself? Do you get stumped often?
Every once in a while.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you very much. Well, I'm here with Gary, and we can hopefully get you your phone number. Who are you looking to reach? Well, we will help answer this important question because you got to get the right pizza. That is for sure. That's funny. Don't apologize. That's what we're here for. Please give us that address one more time. We'll get our pothole crew out there. We really appreciate you calling that in. So we're adding in, we just got a call about some potholes on Berry Boulevard, and so Gary is entering that into the system so that our pothole crew can get out there and fill those potholes. You have a question about recycling? Give us your address and we can make sure that gets taken care of. 6230, correct. They can help you. No, my pleasure. Have a great day. Good luck with your zoning issue. All right, take care. All right, great. Have a great day. All right, great to talk to you and have a great day. Thank you so much, Gary.
Thank you, Mayor.
It was great to learn. Thanks for what you guys do. Really appreciate it and hope it stays quiet.
The Office of Housing and Community Development has been working on revitalizing the historic Bogard College of Art and Music in the Russell neighborhood. With the project nearing completion, the city is now looking for someone to help reestablish a music and art school in the area.
We are at 2503 West Muhammad Ali, formerly known as the Beauregard College of Music and Arts. It's super special. This college came about in 1927. Caroline Beauregard, she started the school for African American children in order to engage their minds, to come in with some arts, music, to really engage the community.
We even have people at the city who took lessons here when they were growing up.
To my knowledge, it's been vacant for at least 10 years.
It was a mess, and then you could tell that it was starting to get some roof leaks and the bricks were starting to fall, so without some immediate action, it was going to end up in a demolition state within a few years.
That's where it went in like that.
The city really wanted to do something to stabilize the building and be able to bring it back into a productive use to provide that service again.
We are trying to save as much as we can of the old trim, even though the property have been vandalized.
The goal here is to restore the building. We're doing a complete rehabilitation. We are putting $1.1 million into the building, $500,000 which came from the National Park Service.
All the plumbing, all the electric wiring, there's some areas that where the plaster was, that was not possible to run wire through there. In many areas we end up removing all the plaster and putting reframing and putting new insulation, which the building now gonna be very well insulated. This building have a lot of natural light. All these windows are being restored to the old balance systems, actually gonna be operating the same way that they used to be when it was built. So we try to keep as much as we can looking the way it was. Nowadays, you cannot find those joints the same way that they was built. Those are tough pieces of wood. This building has really good bones. It's gonna be here for many, many years.
Well, it is nice progress.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
Looking for a long-term lease agreement with someone with the backgrounds of music, arts, technology.
How you guys doing?
To come in and service the community and bring back what Caroline Beauregard started many, many years ago. It's an original piece to the building, so we want to maintain it. Definitely don't want it to sit vacant any longer than it has to. Getting a good organization to be our partner is something we're looking forward to.
Something that was a community benefit that the community really rallied around, and see it, teeter almost on the brink of extinction, and then to be able to work and bring it back with the community it's truly rewarding.
Even though it have been hard, seeing how everything's coming along, it makes us exciting.
It's going to engage a lot of young minds, and I'm excited about that.
LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey held his bi-weekly press update.
So we'll start off going through some of our numbers year to date compared to the numbers last year. So our homicides have gone down from 23 this time year to date to 16. Non-fatal shootings have gone down from 59 year to date to 35. And then our robberies and carjackings have gone down from 23 to 13 year to date. So you can see pretty good improvements there, and we hope to continue on that trend. One of the things I do want to talk a bit more in depth about is our traffic fatalities. Our traffic fatalities are down, but we have had a few pedestrians hit recently and some hit and runs. And what I'll point out is that when it comes to traffic incidents, one of the things that nobody likes traffic enforcement particularly. Nobody wants to get pulled over for speeding. But when you look, there is a correlation between police officers writing speeding tickets and reductions in traffic deaths and serious injury accidents. And so we need officers out there on the interstates and our major thoroughfares making sure that they're doing that type of enforcement work. When you look at our arrest data from homicide and non-fatal, so we've cleared four homicide cases so far this year, and we've made 13 non-fatal shooting arrests. A couple of those are arrests from cases last year, 30 federal indictments so far. And remember, those federal indictments are important from the standpoint of those take time, and there are real long-term consequences for people who get federally indicted, and they are going to serve significant amounts of time in jail. So very proud of that number and the work that those officers have done. I'll ask for a little bit of help here. So on February 28th, so last Friday around 7:30, this person stole a St. Matthew's EMS ambulance wagon from Jewish Hospital downtown in the ambulance bay. Shortly after that was reported, officers located that ambulance just a couple of blocks away. It had a little bit of damage from where the person had wrecked it, but the person had fled. And so we need the community's help, particularly pay attention to this backpack that seems pretty unique. But we need help identifying this suspect who stole this ambulance. That's obviously a crime that we are not going to tolerate. And again, we ask for the community's help in that. First Division detectives will be taking all of the leads and taking lead on this investigation. So make use of the anonymous tip line, 574-LMPD. Some of our upcoming community events that we have going on, obviously this weekend, the St. Patrick's Day Parade, it's a big deal in the Highlands, so you'll have that going through the Highlands on Saturday. Our Citizens Police Academy will graduate 21 new students through the Citizens Police Academy. That's a 10-week course where community members learn about the operations of the police department, the criminal justice system. And I'd like to give a shout out to Minerva Varola, who runs that program and does an absolutely amazing job with it. We'll also be teaming up with Metro Housing Authority to provide about 100 or so beds to elderly folks living in Housing Authority properties. And Elizabeth Strojan and her team are doing an outstanding job of working to straighten up those properties and give a high quality of life to people that live in those properties. And then lastly, I'll touch on our awards banquet coming up, where we get to honor the great work that the men and women of LMPD do, both sworn and civilian staff, and recognize those people for what they've done in the past year or so in 2024, and give some recognition and honor to those folks that are out there. So thank you all.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Jenkins. I'm the Talent Acquisition Coordinator with Louisville Metro Government. I am part of the Talent and Retention team. Please join us for our Spring Career Fair. It's on Tuesday, March 18th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's at Louisville Sutter Field, 501 East Main Street. Please visit governmentjobs.com/careers/LouisvilleKY. That's where you apply. Bring your resume, dress professionally. You will be able to speak to the agencies. We're expecting 25 to 30 of the agencies. Positions are entry level to director level, ranging from labor type positions to engineers to assistant director to directors of the agencies. We have lots of wonderful benefits.
Louisville Central High School senior Faith Allen wrapped up her wrestling career with a 30-match winning streak and a state championship.
Central senior Faith Allen has had a wrestling career to remember. One thing that's definitely helped me is like when I practice, I try not to practice just to win. I try to practice to like completely dominate.
And she has dominated. Over the past 2 seasons, she's amassed a 54-2 record, winning a state title in her junior year and winning 30 straight matches in her senior year. But all of this almost didn't happen.
My sophomore year, I was wrestling really great, and I was like, I expected to win, but I dislocated my knee like literally the day before. Like state was on Saturday, I dislocated my knee Friday at practice after school.
A gruesome knee injury that she thought would change the trajectory of her wrestling career.
When I did it, I didn't think I would ever be able to wrestle as good again. I had some bone fragments in my knee. Obviously, I had some torn tendons and stuff. So literally, we were trying to look at surgery would be an option, but that would take me out for my whole junior season. I did not think I would be here.
Well, she's here. Despite never having surgery on her left knee, she continued to rack up the pins and the wins.
Honestly, I'm just insanely proud of myself that I pushed through it all, that even the pain and the doubts, that I still was determined.
And while she was one of the first girls to win a KHSAA state wrestling title and one of the top wrestlers in the state, what she wants to be remembered for most is her determination.
I want it to be remembered that you can really push through anything. I went through a very, very tough season mentally and physically, so it's really just that you can push through anything. Anything that happens from the outside, from the inside, if you're determined in something, you can push through.
Jackets on me, jackets on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you. Goofball.
Good job.
Ask a Planner sessions provide an opportunity for the public to get their city planning questions answered.
It's the Zoning Matters conversation series in the Louisville Free Public Library. So we have 12 different opportunities throughout the year. This year we're kind of doing a spring session and a fall session. You might have wondered about planning or zoning, or how does this become a commercial building? How does this become an apartment building? And about that process, but never had the opportunity to come ask about it. And so we're just trying to increase that awareness, and they can just come to their local branch of the library and have conversations with city planners about anything that might interest them when it comes to development or zoning or planning or housing. We really like to have small group conversations. That's kind of the goal here. That's why we have them from 3 to 7. You can come by anytime during that time period. You can stop by for 15 minutes. You can stay for an hour. Anytime in that time period, 3 to 7. And this isn't specific to any one development or housing or zoning project. This is just us out in the community there to answer general questions. You can always call us. It's 574-6230. We have a great customer service staff that mans those phones from 8 to 5 every single day. And they'll answer any questions, and they'll connect you to the right folks if you have any more detailed questions.
The first place to look will be the Codes and Regulations website. Under the section titled About Codes and Regulations, you will see a link that says Additional Resources. This page has several different resources for people looking for home repair programs, housing stabilization programs, and other community resources. Once you have looked through these, if the resources you are searching for is through the Office of Housing and Community Development, reach out directly to their office and work with them to fill out the necessary paperwork.
Did you know that several local businesses consider Louisville Pure Tap Water to be a key ingredient that makes their product special?
Hi, I'm Kayla with Louisville Water. We're here at Matzo Pie, a Louisville staple best known for their delicious Neapolitan wood-fired pizzas. At Matzo Pie, they only use the highest quality ingredients, and each recipe is pared down to its most essential, which of course includes Louisville Pure Tap. Let's head behind the scenes and see how Pure Tap plays a role in Matzo Pie's pizza making process.
Hi, my name is Robin, and I'm the head baker here at Matzo Pie. Here at Matzo Pie, we really try to use quality ingredients. We try to keep things to a minimum in what we use so that they're pure. We make our crust from 100% sourdough, so it has a long fermentation overnight in our walk-in fridge before we stretch and fire it the next morning. So Pure Tap water is mainly in our sourdough pizza dough. And our pizza dough, we only use 3 ingredients: flour, salt, and water. So the quality of water is very, very important to what we do here at Mazapai. Also, the microbiome is very important with the water. If it doesn't have a good microbiome, then the bread is not going to rise as we need it to. And having clean, pure water in Louisville is absolutely amazing. You don't get that everywhere in the country. And we are so thankful that we don't have to bring in water or use any type of bottled water for that process.
We're proud to give Mazapai the Made with Pure Tap seal of approval. Thank you for your commitment to quality and for using Louisville Pure Tap. Cheers.
You're never at a loss for something to do in Louisville. Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism has suggestions for what you might enjoy this month.
Hi, I'm Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism. Mark your calendar for a few of these events happening this week. Grab your ticket to the Legends Series with Angel's Envy for a celebration of bourbon and horse racing at the Kentucky Derby Museum, featuring bourbon tastings, dinner, a panel discussion, and more on March 10th. Disturbed will take their 2025 anniversary tour to KFC Yum Center on March 12th, celebrating 25 years of their seminal debut album with a night of heavy metal music. Join the festive lawn party at the historic Stitzelwella Distillery, featuring craft bourbon cocktails, live music, and local food trucks on March 15th. The first racing Louisville SC match of the season takes place at Lynn Family Stadium when the professional women's team takes on North Carolina Courage on March 15th. You can find out more details about these events and others at our website, www.gotolouisville.com. Just click on the calendar of events.
We went out on the street to find out what people enjoy most about March Madness.
I'm a huge fan, so I just like there's basketball on all day. I like daytime basketball, like actually games start at noon, go out, have lunch, whatever. See the bars, everybody out packed watching the games. I just think it's fun to do it during the day for sure.
Favorite thing about March Madness is just the craziness that comes with it. I grew up, diehard Cards fan. Seeing them back in it is really exciting. It's good for the city. And just, anybody can win in March Madness.
And my favorite thing about March Madness is watching Cinderella teams get deep into the contest. St. Peter's 1 or 2 years ago, Duquesne on the 16th seed, anything like that. It was great to watch.
My favorite thing about March Madness is my Wildcats. We always go and they surprise me, but also it's whoever, you never know who's going to win.
My favorite thing about March Madness is all the money I can make on my bets. I'm killing them this year. Let's go, baby.
And my favorite thing about March Madness is how Louisville is playing. I love the way they're playing. They're actually back in the March Madness League and everything. So I just love the way Louisville's playing. And I love we're back.
And my favorite thing about March Madness is if you make it to the tournament, you got a chance. Everyone's got a chance.
To be honest, now that Louisville's back in it, cheering on the Cards. So that's my favorite thing about March Madness. When we're not in it, it's not fun to me.
My favorite thing about March Madness is competing with my family over the next few weeks to see who's going to come out victorious in their bracket.
Favorite thing about March Madness is the Cards are back in it, man. It's exciting. The city's abuzz, it's been a while since we've been here, and we're excited. Hopes at the beginning of the season was just to get here, and now I'm like, hey, let's go win it.
Metro Animal Services has several dogs, cats, kittens, and puppies that are all looking for a good home. Thank you for watching Louisville This Week. Please share Metro TV with your family and friends and ask them to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, and download our app on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Have a wonderful week.